Hello and welcome back to our Teaching for Success inclusive podcast series, where we talk about real learning for every child, especially those with different needs. I'm your host, Rosa Kemirembe. Today we're tackling something that has been the talk of many Ugandan homes and schools. The Ministry of Education recently issued a directive banning Saturday classes in schools. Now, if you are a parent or a teacher, you might be thinking, but Rosa, more time studying means better results. That's common sense. I understand, but today I want to gently challenge that idea, not with opinion, but with how the brain actually works. We'll look at the dangers of very long school days, Monday to Friday, sometimes over 7 hours, why Saturday classes may be doing more harm than good, and how rest, play, and family time are not wasted. They are peak performance tools. And two key truths. Learning does not only happen in a classroom, and learning is not just memorizing facts. Plus, life skills are just as important for the present and the future. And a small warning about money. Let's begin. Imagine your brain is a cup. Every lesson, every fact, every math problem, it's like pouring water into a cup. For a primary child or a teenager, the cup can only hold so much before it overflows. Focused learning starts dropping after about 45 to 60 minutes or 1 hour for younger children and 90 minutes for older ones. After that, the brain gets tired, not lazy, but tired. When a child sits in class from 7:30 a.m. in the morning to 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, that's often about 9 hours. But deep thinking, memory, and problem solving fade after the first 5 hours. So after hour 6 or 7, the brain is present in the classroom, but no learning is happening. Then we add Saturday classes. That's pouring more water into the cup that is already full and cracked. So it's not about how many hours you feel in school. It's about how much the brain stores information. What looks like laziness can be overload of the brain. Children with long days plus Saturday classes often show anxiety before Sunday evening, difficulty sleeping, loss of interest in things they loved, drawing, football, helping out at home. So for children with special needs especially, sensory overload and fatigue tend to hit faster. Saturday classes for them, there's no extra learning that happens. It's just a stressful situation for them. We risk raising a generation that passes exams but forgets how to feel calm and connected and curious. That is not success when you don't feel those things. So here's a point I really want every parent to hear. Learning does not only occur within the four walls of the classroom. Learning is not just retaining academic information, and it is also important to learn life skills for the future and for the present. Why the present? Because a child today needs to know how to manage their emotions, solve a disagreement with a friend, help with house chores, or just stay safe. These are not adult skills, they are daily living skills. When a child spends every weekday in school plus Saturday in extra classes, when do they learn these things? How do they learn to listen to someone who's upset? How do they learn to cook a simple meal, boy or girl? How do they manage money? How do they manage to learn how to work in a team without conflict? How do they handle boredom? How do they handle disappointment? That's not all happening in a classroom. It all happens in our daily living. Life skills are for right now. So a child can navigate friendships, family responsibilities, and their own well-being. And they are for the future, so they become independent and resilient adults. Without Saturday free, children lose the chance to practice these skills at home, in the community, or through play. That is a hidden danger of certain classes, of Saturday classes, not just tired brains, but children who are less prepared for real life today and tomorrow. Top athletes rest their muscles so they can grow and repair. Your child's brain is just like a muscle, okay? It needs rest. After Monday to Friday, the brain needs sleep to file away the information that it has taken in and put it away in storage. The brain needs downtime, a full day with non-academic pressure. On a rest day, the brain goes into default mode, making connections, daydreaming, finding creative solutions. That is real learning. A child who rests on Saturday will learn better on Monday than a child who studied all Saturday and all Sunday. That is neuroscience. This is not just my opinion. Some parents have told me that in some schools, Saturday classes are less about learning and more about extra fees, which is true to a greater extent. So parents, be aware. If a school insists on Saturday classes despite the ministry's ban, ask, how does this extra day improve my child's long-term memory or life skills? If they cannot answer, it may be about the money. So that's not blaming all teachers, but you have a right to know this information. So here's my message. Do not just follow the ministry's directive because you have to. Follow it because it is healthier for your child. Success is not exhaustion by Saturday. Success is a child who learns deeply Monday to Friday, rests and plays on Saturdays, learns life skills for the present and future like cooking, sharing, solving problems, and managing emotions, wakes up on Sunday feeling connected to the family, and returns to school on Monday rested and ready to learn. So, remember, a child who can only pass exams but cannot live well is not truly educated. Life skills are not optional. They are essential starting today. At Teaching for Success, we believe in inclusive whole child education. This week, give your child one full Saturday with no academic work, just rest, play, family, and real life. And please, that does not mean staying on devices 24/7. That is not resting your brain. See how they are on Monday. Let them do fun things that are constructive and that they can learn things from the life skills and things like chores that they're practicing at home, connection with family members, discussions, opportunities to ask questions as well. So share this with another parent or teacher. Let's change how we think about learning together. I'm Rosa Kemerembe. Stay well and keep teaching for success the whole way, Monday to Sunday.